Hello, guys. Hello, YouTube. Hello, everyone. My name is Victoria. I'm a host here on this immersion. And today we're talking about the things that we would do if we weren't afraid of failing. First thing, we're going to get to know each other a little better. So we're going to introduce ourselves. Hello, Pedro. Hello, Lucas. Welcome.
Hello,
Hello,
good
guys.
evening.
Good
Hello, good
evening.
evening.
Good evening. So I'm starting introducing myself, and then you're gonna introduce yourselves, okay? So my name is Victoria, as you already know me. I've been a host here on Talk and Talk for over 3 years, almost four now. And I love speaking in English. I love learning. Each week here is a better opportunity to learn more and improve my skills. I also love playing sports. I love volleyball. I play beach tennis. Also, board games, chess is one of the things that I do every week just to keep my mind healthy and together besides working a lot. So, Andrea, could you begin, please?
Yes, good evening, guys. My name is Andrea. I am 47 years old. I've been living in Guarujá for almost 40 years. I am married. I don't have kids. I don't have pets as well, but I wish I could have one. Actually, I don't have because I don't have time, to take care about a pet, so it's better to avoid that. What else? In my free time, I really like listening to music, studying English because I really need to improve my speaking skills, and I don't know, going to concerts and drink wine. It's important to say that. That's it.
Thank you, Andrea. That's very important because having a pet is a great responsibility. It's important to have time to not only play with the pet, but if it's a dog, to walk the dog, and every every little pet has needs attention. So
Yeah.
that's very important. Hello, Alexandre. Can you hear us? Okay, I guess not yet. So, Lucas, can you go on, please?
Yeah, good evening, guys. My name is Lucas Brizola. I am 29 years old and I live in Sorocaba, a city in the countryside of São Paulo. I have two tattoos on my arm and another on my chest. I am single and I have a dog named Mel. She a white Shih Tzu, uh, a white Shih Tzu into black is put on her body, and she's my Latina bag of rice. I like it to cook, especially inventing dishes. My strong is making sweet, but I do cooking everything. My favorite foods is lasagna, and I addicted to ice cream. I love ice cream. My favorite flavors are one raisin and the corn. In my free time, I like to read, watch movies and the series, and listen to music. I went quite eclectic. I listen to everything from techno brega to rock. I also like to do different things like going out to water parks, take short trips, and the long trips whenever possible. On weekends, I like to quick activities such as going to mall, cinema, visiting park or friends, and dating. I've working in recruitment and selection over 14 years, 7 years focusing on recruitment professional technology as a tech recruiter. That's it. Thanks so much.
I loved it, Lucas. Congrats. Very nice. Very, very nice. Thank you. Pedro, what about you?
I want to say it's unfair to introduce myself after Lucas Brizola. But I love that every time I participate some immersed with Brizola, he becomes with a
Yes.
different things about him, and it's very nice. And I will try to do that in my introduce myself now. So guys, good evening. My name is Pedro. I am 25 years old. I'm also host here in Talk and Talk. I am graduate in design, but nowadays I work in the bank area. I'm a little addicted in ice cream too. And today I try something that I never imagined, like acai with banoffee. but it was very good. It's different, but I liked that. It's like little things that we want to try per just once in your lives, and it's very good. And me, I like participating in these immersions in Talk Talk because I can develop it myself with new ideas and learning English, another language. That is the main reason. That is about myself, guys.
Very nice, Pedro. Thank you. It's a very different combination. I've never tried before, but it's interesting. It's hard to doesn't taste good. Thank you. Iduino, what about you?
Hello, guys. Nice to meet you. My name is Iduino. I'm from Angola, but I live in Brazil almost 10 years, since 2014. Yes. I live in Rio Grande do Sul, São Leopoldo, 30 minutes to Porto Alegre, capital. I'm software engineer. I am in TalkNTalk since July in last year. I'm here to improve my English because in my area, I think it's very important to grow in my career. Yes, that is all.
Amazing. Thank you, Iduino. And you, Anna?
So I was inspired by Lucas, our presentation, so I will try to say more things, but I'm Ana Clara, I'm 26, I live in Rio de Janeiro, in a city called Araruama. It's in the countryside, but on the coast. I'm a civil engineer, but I work as a customer success manager on a technology company for construction engineering. I really like my job because with contact with people, different people, and principals or managers on construction. So it's very good to see different sites on this field. So on my free time, I work a lot, but I like too much to enjoy my free time. So when I have time, when I have free time, I am always practicing sports, going to the beach. I surf and I swim. So it's the two things that I most like to do on my life. I don't like so much ice cream. I prefer açaí. So I like ice cream, but I prefer açaí with granola and honey. It's different, but I like granola, honey, and açaí. That is it.
A lot of sugar.
Thank
Yes.
you, Anna. Alexandre, long time, my friend.
Yeah, it's been a while. I say
How
it
are you?
yesterday. It's been a while, Andrea. So, guys, this is my last, the last of my 12-month plan. I'm in doubt if I sign up it again because I'm a little bored. I'll try to, at least this month, come here to talk with you, right?
Oh, I hope you reassign it and be here more often because I love when you participate in our immersions.
Yes, I'm losing a lot of class. I don't know why. I think I'm tired about the shape of the classes. So I probably I will sign up to go to French class or Spanish because I'm studied in private. I decided in the last day of this month.
Okay, I understand it. So could you please introduce yourself, Alexandre?
So I am Alexandre from Vitória, Espírito Santo. I've been here since July 2020, 5 years, so I'm a little tired too. Not tired, but I think if we could change the way to talk a little right? But I'm very proud to be here to talk in English wherever I go, to have a lot of friends here, right? I enjoy going out every day when it's not raining, or it's not windy so much. Walk on the beach, go to the gym, biking, and go to the supermarket, the shopping. And at house, I enjoy study, reading books in English, and now I'm trying to do it in French, Spanish, and Italian as well. Sometimes play the guitar, sometimes get a sleep, a little nap in the afternoon. Yeah, that's me.
Amazing. Thank you, Alexandre. So you said you're attending French and Spanish immersions, is that right?
No, I'm not attending because a little time ago, I entered in a French class,
Okay.
and the host asked me to get out because I wasn't able to talk French. I was only trying to listen and understand and learn. So,
Mhm.
but because of that, I'm feeling afraid to get in these classes or the language classes. But if I sign up the plan, probably I will try again.
I understand your frustration, but one of the main points here, I take Lucas as a great example. In the first immersion that he attended here, he talked very little in English, but he tried to talk the few words that he knew. He tried to talk, and that's the main point for us. Even if you know a word or two, you do your best and try to talk, because when we're here in the room, the main point is to connect each other. Even if you don't know many words, if you don't know how to speak briefly, it's important to try to talk and to connect. You understand? But as I said before, I love when you're here with us. We have great conversations, and I really hope to see you again.
Thank you.
So, guys, did everybody receive the questions? Yeah? Did you, Alexandre?
Yes. No, I don't have.
No? Let me send again. Just send. Okay, just sent. So just a few reminders before I split the rooms is just to keep in mind to have time for everybody to talk. Don't worry about your pronunciation if you miss any word, because here we're not natives. We're here to learn, to improve, to have fun. If you have any doubt, you can ask us and we're going to help each other, okay? So I just sent you the invite, guys. Ana, Andrea, and Pedro, you're going to the outer room, and we're here staying in the main room. See you in the end. Bye-bye. So, Alexandre, I hope you feel better after the immersion, because I want to cheer you up. I know that you're not in your best mood. I'm feeling a little down. I hope you feel better after it. So let's begin. Number one, what's one thing that you always wanted to try but fear held you back? Iduino.
Okay, yes, it's a good question. I've always wanted to try public speaking, but fear of being judged held me back. I used it to worry that I would forget that to say or make mistake in front of others. Even though recently, I started to practice by speaking in small groups, like talk immersion. Helped me a lot. Now I feel more confident and I'm slowly overcoming my fear. Yes.
That's a great example, Eduino. I've always been a shy and very introvert person, but as I've been here for Talk and Talk for so long, it helped me a lot because I don't like public speaking. But recently, a couple months ago, I had this opportunity to make a speech in front of, I don't know, maybe 100 people. It was a startup weekend and I have to make a pitch. And normally I wouldn't take the opportunity to do that. I would just stay there quietly, but I take a shot. I went there and it was so very nice. I was very proud of myself, and I'm sure that it helped me being here every week to talk with you guys, because even though we're here behind the screen, it helps a lot to have control of our voice, our timing, the things that we're gonna say, because you can prepare everything before you say. But when it's the time to go and talk, I don't know, it's like a blank space in mind, and I forget. And I learned how to improvise better without people noticing that I was very nervous, that I forgot what I had to say. So practicing in small groups is a great way to train yourself. Lucas, what about you?
Can you hear me?
Yeah?
Yeah. For me, it's starting my own business. I've always had ideas, but the fear of a failure and not being good enough held me back because it may or may not work.
That's true. That's true. Starting a new business is very complicated. We have so many stuff to do by ourselves. We have so many spots to hit. So it's not easy, but if you had that idea in your mind for so long, it's nice to try to talk with people who have small businesses, how they began and what kind of problems they dealt in the past, the first thing that arrived for them. So it's nice to begin something when you know the base, the structure that you're going to deal with. It doesn't mean that you're going to know everything by talking with people and by studying, but you're gonna have an idea of what you're going to do. Alexandre, and you?
So, in my age, I not feel fear to do something, to do the right thing, right? Sometimes I feel ashamed to do something like, as I said, go to another language classes and people not accept me 100%. Because I don't want to bother anyone. So even my wife, I don't want to bother her. But when I want to do something, I want to go there and I do without fear. Like when I went abroad, I only bought the ticket, the visa, and get the plane to Guarulhos, to Canada, to Dallas and Vancouver. And I could say, I don't know, eu me virei nos 30 there. But as I say, I'm thinking about to sign up the plan again and try to go to French language classes, right? Overcome this fear, this shame to go there and people accept me.
That's
That's it.
very nice. It's a great example, as you said, about traveling, because many people usually they fear going to other country without knowing the language. Not only the language, because everything is so different, and we have to make things happen in another language. We have to make things happen by ourselves because we don't have our friends, our family around to help us. So it is really one thing an experience very interesting for you to learn more about yourself and to gain confidence, because sometimes we think that we always need help, we need other people to do stuff for us, but deep down we're very able to do stuff that we want, but fear holds us back. Guys, as for me, I don't know. I can't really think about anything that I want to do, but fear holds me back. The stuff that I want to do, but I haven't yet, it's because so many other factors, like moving to another country, is something that I want to do in the future. But I understand that now for me is not the best moment because I have a company here and I need to be here in person, to travel around the country, to go to meetings in person sometimes, to attend events. So it's important for me to be here now. It's not the right time. But other stuff, I believe that I don't let fear holding me back anymore for stuff I want to do. But I would say I'm very cautelous with the things that I want to say. I put the weight on the balance a lot to understand my risks and to understand the opportunities, like opening a company, for example, Lucas. It took me some years to do that, and it was not because of fear, it was because I was understanding and gaining experience to deal with that. Number 2, guys, how do you define failure and how has that definition changed over time, Lucas?
For me, I use it to see failure as a sign that I wasn't capable, I don't know correctly, capaz. No, I see it as a necessary part of growth. Something that did me what it don't work and they help me improve.
Very nice. What about you, Alexandre?
Failure is something really bad that happened to us, but it happened to everyone every time. The only situation, this only advice I do is if when you failures about something, it's time to learn more. Because when you go down, you can get up and learn about this situation. Don't be afraid to be failure or to do mistake, as you do in the stage. Don't be afraid, because when you make some mistake, you will learn a lot about this mistake. I learned a lot about my failure, my mistake over the years. And now I don't feel afraid to do something. When you do something bad to someone, one asks you to apologize, right?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. But failure is like that. Like,
That's very nice. And speaking about human relationships, it's very important for us to recognize when we make failures, when we fail with someone, and verbalize that, say that to the person that we may have hurt, because sometimes the person knows that we failed and we know, but it's important to say and to apologize, but not only apologize, also changing the behavior and changing what you did or you didn't do, because sometimes we fail by don't doing something. That's also one thing very important. We have to change the behavior and learn from it, because it doesn't matter if you failed, you have to learn from it. If you fail and just keep doing the same stuff, you keep failing like a choice. You're choosing to fail, and that's bad. Eduino, what about you?
Yes, in the past, I used it to think that failure means not reaching my goals.
Mhm.
But like when I'm not finishing a project. But over time, I learned that failure is a part of learning. As Lucas said, I see failure as a chance to improve and try again. Is a opportunity to grow.
Yeah.
Yes. I just mean I need to adjust my approach. This new definition changed my mind. Yes, help me to stay positive and keep moving forward. Yes.
That's great.
Okay, good.
I have an example to share with you guys about failure. For so many years, I felt that I failed myself because I wasn't able to finish my graduation in computer science. It was something that I studied a lot to go to college. It was something that I loved doing. So, but eventually I have to, I don't know if it says like this in English, but to lock my graduation because so many things have happened. I have to move to another city, then I went back, and I felt that I failed myself because I wasn't able to finish something that I wanted a lot and that I fought so hard to get it. But over the time, I understood that so many things have happened, and failure is not about not finishing something that you start. Failure is when you give up, because I didn't actually give up. It was so many stuff in life that happened, and after that I went to other projects and I started my own business. But so I didn't stop thinking just, oh my God, I wasn't able to do that. No, I understood what happened and I moved on. That's very important to keep your the things that you quotes failed, you think you failed and you think you did it wrong, and move on with it, because life doesn't stop. There's so many stuff, so many opportunities happening every day. And now I'm very happy that I work with what I work today, that is completely different with than computer science. And I don't feel that I failed anymore because I'm following another paths that I like. Number 4, Alexandre. Do you think fear or failure is more about personal expectations or external judgment?
Let me see.
Number 4.
More about personal expectation or external judgment. No, I think more about personal expectation. Sometimes you fail about something, but only you realize that you fail. So other people didn't see you fail. So in this case, it's more about personal expectation. You didn't realize your dream, or you didn't pass in the contest, right? Or didn't level up in your course. Then you think you are so horrible. No, you are in a way to be happy. People are not all the time looking to us. We think about, oh,
Yeah.
a lot of people are observing me, judging me, but forget about that. People, there are other things to do, despite to be judging someone at the time.
That's a great truth, Alexandre. We think about too much about what people are going to think about our life, what we do, what we don't do. But actually, people in general, they are worried about themselves. Like the same thing that you're worried about, all of us are worried about. So we're not actually looking to other people as we think they are, but we're looking always to ourselves, like going to the gym, for example. people have a lot of people are very shy to go to the gym for the first time, thinking, oh my God, I'm doing all wrong, everybody is seeing. But actually in the gym they're all looking to themselves and trying to do their own thing. Lucas.
For me, it's a mix of expectation, but mostly personal expectation. In my case, I set high standards for myself and get disappointed when I don't meet them. For example, not being able to speak English, not being able to turn in a segment on time, etc. That's it.
Very nice. Duino, what about you? What do you think is about fear or failure?
Yes, I agree with Lucas. I believe it's both, but in my case, personal expectations are stronger than external judgments because I often want to do things perfectly, and I feel bad when I don't meet my own standards or my own expectation. But in other hand, I've noticed that when I am focused on external expectation, I have fear to fail. Yes, but I think our own thoughts have more power than external judgments. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. And guys, it's very nice to hear that for all of you is more about your own expectations. But in general, for most of the people, actually, fear and failure, they have a lot to do with external judgment. If you say about college, for example, that I gave for college or having a profession, people feel that they failed them, that they failed their family, their friends, because they weren't able to do something, to finish something. And that's very tough to do with ourselves because we're never going to be able to meet other people's expectation about our lives because we are the only ones that know everything that happens, everything that we face, the difficulties and the good parts. We are the only people who deeply know what we face. So it's very important to try to keep it off other people's judgment. It's not 100% possible because deep down we care about other people. It happens, we're humans, but the main point here is to put ourselves and our expectations first than the other people.
I'd say expectation is higher for everyone, and you think you are running behind the perfection, but even in the perfection, there are some imperfection. Yeah, a little imperfection from the eyes of the other people. Sometimes you think, oh, I did it exactly as I was supposed to do. But the other eyes, we say, oh, there are some imperfection here. But it's the life. The life is important. Is the good of the life is this. You can fail and you can grow up. Go ahead.
That's it, Alexandre. And like speaking in English or graduation or getting a job, for example, the main point here, we are all making mistakes, but we're communicating, we're speaking in English. Sometimes you succeed a lot in your professional life, but maybe your personal life, your family is not so great because you're not giving enough attention. So this is life. We can't be perfect in everything all the time because we have our limitations, we have our own failures that we carry with ourselves. Speaking about that, Alexandre, number 8, how do you differentiate between a smart risk and a reckless risk?
Hard question.
It's a nice question because I think you're such a wisdom guy. I want to learn you, to hear from you.
How do you differentiate between smart risk and reckless? What means reckless one? Reckless?
Something that it's not, I'm trying to explain, it's not that exactly, but when you do something and you don't measure the consequences. Like, for example, you know that we have sharks in that sea, for example, and I'm going to surf in the sea that have sharks. I'm not taking a smart risk. I'm doing something very reckless, imprudent.
Reckless means you're doing something small, and
No,
smart you're doing
something
something
that
big.
imprudent. You know, for example, when you drink and you drive, you're being imprudent. You're being reckless.
So I guess it's smart and risky. It is when you try to do something higher, but
Mhm.
you are trying to grow with this decision to do something bigger. And I try to say about my life. My life was all the time that I think the smart risk. I need to get the smart risk all the time to grow,
Okay.
to realize my dream, to have my family, to put my children and give them grow. And something like I don't approve, like drink and drive at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Or involve myself in a discussion, the bad discussion. I think it's the reckless. I don't like to.
For example, when you moved to the city to work in the bank to change your life, do you think it was a smart risk? Because it was a risk, or it was reckless? It was
No, I think
irresponsible.
when I moved from the countryside to the city, in my 16 years old analphabet, it was a smart risk because I didn't have a house in the city. I didn't have clothes enough, shoes enough, food enough, but it was I could fail a lot and involve myself in a criminal way, but it was very much risk. And I didn't practice any reckless risk because I was afraid to do something bad and stop my career. I don't know
Very
if it
nice.
was clear.
Yeah, yeah, very nice. Edwin, what about you? What's the difference for you?
Yes, I think that's a smart risk is when you think before acting.
Great.
And uh, when you check the possible and prepare for problem.
Mhm.
And a reckless risk is when you act without thinking or make a plan or planning. For example, starting my own business with research, with saving money, preparation is a smart risk. But when I quitting my job with no plan is a reckless risk. If my own business fail everything, yeah. I think that's a smart risk help you grow, but reckless ones can cause guilt, harm, Yes, it's very
Oh
dangerous.
my gosh, it's very beautiful answer.
Great definition and amazing example. Because
Yeah.
since we're talking about starting businesses, that's the most amazing example. Because if you quit your job, okay, I'm going to open my company. But if you quit your job without have savings, if you quit your job without searching the market about the new company you want to open, not talking to other people, not being good in what you want to start a business with. So it's very important for us to think about the risks and to measure, to put in balance, okay, this could go bad, this could go wrong, but this could go very good. So we have to put in the weight in the balance to understand that I have this risk, but if something fail, I'm going to face it. I know I'm going to face it, and I'm doing this move for my growth, for my personal growth, for my to make things better for my family, for example, for my life. That's a smart risk because you're measuring the possibilities. But if you do something without thinking about, like drinking and driving, that's a very reckless and imprudent risk. Lucas, what about you?
I believe smart risks involve some planning and the awareness of the consequence. Reckless one ignores the possible outcomes completely. A example of smart risks is making a plan for a project and not doing a part of it. For example, of esqueci como é que fala. Reckless, yeah?
Yeah,
Reckless risk. Fazer um saque grande of cash from the bank and then making a point of showing tools around of what you are doing. I believe it would be this. Yeah, or not?
great example. Great example as well. Uh, you again, Lucas, I want to know this. Number 11. If you knew you couldn't fail, what's the first thing you will do? I guess I have my hint, but let's hear from you.
Oh God. I can take 5 minutes today
Yeah,
to write down a plan, just in a simple outline of the first steps I needed to take. Facing fear becomes easier when I break it into small, manageable action. You make sense or not?
I understand what you said, but I don't think that it answers the question. For example, if I knew I couldn't fail, I would
I,
make a big buy in my company and hire a lot of people to grow my company, because would know that people would stay here with me and we will grow our company. What I thought you would say, for example, if you knew you couldn't fail, you would open your company. You said you want to open your company. You understand?
sorry, no. Eu entendi a pergunta qual o pequeno passo que você pode dar hoje em direção a algo que te
It's
assusta?
number 11.
Oh, sorry. 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 Sorry.
Okay.
I answer again, okay?
Okay.
Sorry. I hold move to another country and
Okay.
starting a new life for scratch. Oh, scratch. You understand? The scratch.
Scratch.
Começa. Isso. Thanks. a new job, new people, new language. It's something I will always dreaming of, but fear of the unknown has held me back. You understand or not?
Sure. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Where would you move? Which country?
Dollars.
Would you go to United States?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Interesting. Thank you. Edwin, what about you?
It's a difficult question.
It
If I knew I couldn't fail, maybe I would start my dream project. Yes, maybe knowing that I can't fail, I don't feel fear, and I think that many people holding back only because they are scared of not being perfect. Yes, knowing that I'm not fail. Maybe I'm just into putting in practice my projects. Yes.
If you feel comfortable sharing with us, what would be that big project in your life that you would begin?
Yeah. It's currently I don't have big projects, but I have a projects. As I'm starting a startup. Is a product that helping star lists to do schedulers. For example, when you go to a star list to make a hair, you can schedule your time. Yeah, but my application is only exclusive for braider. Braider is like the girls working with the afro hair. Yes. But I think that's actually I am more conservative. I am not taking not more risk, but knowing that I can't fail, maybe I will risk more. I try more. Yes, it's a good question.
But that's very nice. That's very useful. It's a very useful project, and I hope you kick your fear and go on with it.
Thanks.
Alexandre, what about you?
So I will answer the different way. If I knew I could fail, I would have some brief time to refresh my mind and realize I can do it. But if I really knew I couldn't fail, I'll get my horse and go ahead. Get the train the station and go ahead. Because you really knew you will not fail.
But what would you do, the first thing?
I will give one example. I was in Vancouver. I really want to go to Vitória. Vitória, right? Vitória is a city in the north of Vancouver, capital of the British Columbia, in honor of Rainha Queen Vitória.
So am I.
Very beautiful place. So to get there, I need to go to Vancouver Center, Vancouver, go to near the airport. The airport, go to the ferry, and get the ship to go to Victoria. I never had been on a ship, but I I I have a conversation with the professor, and he gave me a list of things I should do to get in Victoria. So I think to myself, it's so hard to go to Brazil and not going to Victoria. I'll guilt myself forever. So I follow the list exactly as the guy said to me, to go and to come back. Everything was 100% set. So I really knew if I follow exactly the orientation, I couldn't fail.
And did you made it? Did you go to Victoria?
What?
Did you made it? Did you go there?
Yes, I went to Victoria, stayed there for 2 days. I was
Wow.
very beautiful city. I went on Saturday, and to go there, in a group, I would pay $270 in a group. But if I would go there by myself, follow the list the people the guide gave me, I was pay only $42 to going and back. Oh, I need to take the risk, guy. Right?
It's a smart risk, Alexandre. Very smart
Very,
risk.
very, very smart risk.
You saved a lot of money. Hello, guys. Welcome back. Hello,
Hello.
hello. Andrea, what would you do, Andrea, if you knew you couldn't fail?
Oh my gosh, maybe I would be frustrated because I think we need to fail, to understand that we can grow from them, So it's important. Nowadays I can see failure in another way, It's better than regret about something that you have never tried. So
Yes.
that's it.
Yes, Alexandre was telling us how he made a very, very smart risk. It was not reckless, it was very smart, and he made it all the way because it's important for us to weigh the risks, to put in balance, to know what's worth it and what's not worth it. Oh, Anna left. Bye bye, Anna. So, how was the conversation with the girls, Pedro? Did you have fun? Did you think it was difficult?
Was a very interesting, like seeing the perspective of the girls, because we know, like Andrea said about if with life without mistake, with learning, like I will not be supposed to make any mistakes. I believe like I will do nothing. Like all right, I'm not supposed to make any mistakes. All right, I will just do nothing because there are some risks to make some mistakes. But it was very interesting conversations, like saw the fears of the other people, because we know everybody here have some fears in our lives, like in a career or personal lives. And it's very important, like learning about like the redefinitions, like about the success, about failure, and the understanding like it's normal making mistakes, it's normal making some errors, and with that it's very important to learn with that. I believe like it was a very good conversation. Thank you, Victoria.
Thank you. It was very nice. I think it's very interesting talking about failure because we judge ourselves very hard. We judge ourselves pretty tough and we stop taking risks, even though it's smart risks. Sometimes fear holds us back because we are afraid of failing ourselves, failing the people around you because we think they have their own expectations. So it's important for us to take smart risks. Guys, I want to say congratulations once again for Lucas, who is You're killing it, Lucas. Congrats. Your English is improving a lot. You're very confident and you're taking great risks and it's worth it. Thanks for being here once again.
Only I want to say something. I guess you made a smart risk moving from Goiás to Floripa.
Thank you, thank you. It was a big risk for me because I was changing everything about my life, and so many people, especially my family, said that I was being reckless, that I was being very, very reckless. But I planned this for so many years, and I really thought it was a smart risk, which I'm so happy that I took this risk because now I met a lot of wonderful people and I did wonderful stuff out here. Thank you, Alexandre. Guys, today that's it. Do you want to add something? Do you want to say something? No?
No, thanks so much, Vic. It
So
was
I'd
amazing
say
conversation.
I really like it doing explanation about the smart
Yeah.
risk and reckless risk. So the older man learned something from the young man. Very great.
It's a new definition
Thanks.
in the dictionary. It was great, Eduino. Congrats. Very, very nice. Guys, thanks all of you for being here tonight. I hope you have an amazing end of the night, end of the week. Alexandre, please
Thank you.
don't leave us.
Yeah, I agree.
But
Please.
I wish you to be happy in anything that you choose. You know, only you know what's better for you. And I really wish you the best. I really wish you well and just be happy with your choices. But if we don't meet again, we're going to miss you a lot. I'm going to miss you.
I wish the same for you guys.
Thank you guys. Bye.